Hey guys, guess what? Chelle feels like crap. And I'm feeling better, so I'm here to save the day. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah.
Hi guys.
There she is. She's got the migraine. I'm coming off my episode, so I'm actually doing quite a bit better. I did work on some ink blenders today and a few other things. So, but Chelle showed you the video, or the cover. I have a few things that I still have to do the binding on it. But this is my mess up right there. Yeah, I think maybe I need to learn to measure better. But hey, that's alright. Because I figured, you know what? That's no big deal.
Well, you gotta practice fixing your mistakes.
Yeah, it's always good to... One of these days, guys, I'm going to smack her. Actually, I smacked her this morning. She deserved it.
I did not.
She did too.
Probably why I have a headache.
Oh, I didn't hit you in the head. I hit you in the arm.
Same gift.
So, you all know how we are. We banter. We love each other. And I would never beat the crap out of my wife. But I would be more than happy to smack her because she's shooting her mouth off. As you all know, she does that. So.
As if.
Yeah, right. So, I just,
Sorry you guys have to put up with Clint.
They love me. So, was thinking about when I took my nap about it. Because see, when she was doing the other video, I was cutting the binding for it. So that is a 2-inch binding, and then this, no. Wait, there it is. I was thinking that ain't wide enough. So I thought I cut this at a 2.5 inch, but I actually must have cut it. No, I cut it at. So this is a 2.5 inch strip. Which I thought I might need, but after deciding to do the corners, I shouldn't need it to fix my boo-boo. So I was kind of wanted to go with the thinner binding. I just think it looks nice, especially on the travel journals. Traveler notebooks. I think, just because they are so much smaller, it kind of takes away a lot of space on that. So I've got my iron on, heating up, it's clicking. And then I'm also going to do a few other things with some more of the digitals that I printed, what's left of the, got hair all over this tape. This is my, I wear Lidoderm patches, and this is the tape I use to put those on. And I don't use it much because it's so that was bad. Yeah, so we have the remainders of the digitals. So my lovely wife had thought of this, and I thought it was a good idea too. She actually, I asked her to cut out the roses and the butterfly, and I figured we'll just stick them on here. They got the stuff on the back, the paper, the fusible web, the sticky crap. So, I don't know where I'm going to put them. I'm not going to put the binding on today on video because I got other stuff. It's going to take a while. I'm going to show you how. I haven't done this for a while. These are the binding makers, whatever they call it. I have coffee brewing. It's supposed to go off, so I'm going to pause the video as soon as I hear that beeping noise. I think if I remember right, I used the red one, and that makes that. I bought me a 4-inch ruler, so I think this would be a half. See, I just don't think that's going to be, because, you got to split this in two. And I just don't think. So I'm going to pause my video. I'm going to go get my coffee and be right back. My coffee, I'm still drinking that. Well, I got several, but the Starbucks Cinnamon Dolce. and I like it, but you know what started, I bought a sample pack from New Orleans Roasters, I think is what it's called, and they had a cinnamon coffee, and that's the first one I ever had, and I really liked it, but they don't have that anymore. I can't find it. It was in the sample pack, so I don't know. I also have bought creme brulee, and I'm out of that. I just used my last piece, or my last bit of coffee the last time I had a cup. So I got hair over everything. That's all right. These things she cut out. I really want to make my seam binding first, because I was thinking about Chelle was thinking that we could try. We have that butterfly over there. Well, this butterfly's missing part of its wing also, kind of like that one. Poor butterfly. So she was thinking, you know, we could always put it here, something like that, maybe. I don't know. And you know, we could do that. We could just kind of maybe right there, and then I only have to cover up that little bit. We'll see. So, of course, that butterfly's flying this way. I could do it like, and that would work. If I did it there, that would work. But let me see. Let me see how the seam binding works first of all. So, I didn't get my dumb water. I knew there was something I was going to get. I'm not a big fan of using water on it, just because it stretches your fabric. But, you know, sometimes just depends. I hope this is long enough. Honey Bunny suggested this fabric, and I didn't know which one she was talking about. So she went and looked for it, and she didn't find it. So I went in there, and
Is it buried?
it wasn't too bad actually. It was just right under the top layer. It's in a Rubbermaid. So, when I saw it, I thought, oh, that's got to be the fabric she's talking about. So I cut the tip of that. It goes a little bit easier into the maker, whatever. So this one looks like it's about, where's my dumb ruler? I think it's this one. 3/4. Yeah, it's about 3/4, maybe a little bit bigger, but not too much. So I think, oh no, this might be the better way to go. So, let me do this here. Since I'm right-handed, this is one of those fabrics that's kind of hard to tell which is a good side and which is the bad side. So it doesn't really have a good or a bad side. To me, it's equally pretty, so I'm not going to worry too much about it. So you just, well, that's what this awl is for. So, but I haven't been using this as much as I thought I would. See? So, and it's bent. Whoops. That's the thing. You really do have to fiddle with it. There we go. Okay. So, oh, sorry about that, guys. So I've been doing this. I've done it. I used this once recently, but most of the time I've just been doing it by hand. So, trying to make sure you get it in the center, like that, and take my iron. But yeah, I am off. My episode is over with. Thank God, it wasn't a horribly long one. When I first started having them, I would they would, I think my first one was over a week.
Tell them it's fibromyalgia.
It's the fibromyalgia and with my spinal cord. And so if I step wrong or if I step in like a divot in the ground with my right foot, it triggers it, and it is just unbelievable. And I can walk, but I usually slide my feet because I wear moccasins anyway, and because if I step, it jars it all the way up into my neck. So
When doing that
hot water heater, I think that's what caused it. But I've had them where they've been over 3 weeks, where just the pain was it was just horrible how bad it hurt to even walk. So I feel blessed that it wasn't a very long one, especially now. Now's not the time to be with work picking up the way it is. But yeah, you want to try to keep your split in the fabric in the center. If you start to pull this off, it will go cockeyed. If you start like pulling one side, like that, it will kind of mess it up a little bit. So, but Chelle and I, we had that emergency. Well, it wasn't an emergency. She thought it was though. Yesterday, when we were talking about when we used to locate phone lines for CenturyTel way back when we first started. There was a town called Marvel, and it's south of Durango area, and we were doing a locate there, marking the phone lines, and it was in this alley, and we pulled in this alley, and there's this big huge crow sitting on the fence. And I don't know, did we talk to someone about it?
About what?
The crow. I think we did, but it was later. We found out it was a pet crow. But we didn't know that when we were there. But Chelle was feeding it pretzels. Man, that dumb thing loved those. And I mean, tell you, that was the fattest crow I've ever seen in my life, boy. You could, I think.
We did talk to somebody.
Yeah, we did. And so it was a neighborhood crow. It was a pet, so everyone would feed the dumb crow. But it was sitting on that fence, and I mean, tell you, that thing was humongous. Talk about a roly-poly. It was so funny. So we were telling, we need to tell that story, tell you guys about that, because I had just plumb forgot about it. It's been probably, it was when we first took that job for the most part, so it was probably, I don't know, 17 years ago or more. So it was, but it was neat to see it, We've seen so many crows and ravens here. Plus we also got them ugly turkey buzzards here. We got tons of those turkey buzzards. So I am going to go ahead and put this on the thing. I'm just not going to sew it on camera. But yeah, so I mean, it was neat, We had a dog. Her name was Angel. Chelle got her at the animal shelter when she worked there. And she would always go with us, And we were driving down one of the old dirt roads, and she had her head hanging out the window. So I ran through a mud puddle. And so she would look out the window, and pretty soon she'd look out the windshield, and she'd see a puddle coming, and she'd pull her head back in. And then she'd wait till the puddle was over, and then she'd stick her head back out. And after that, she did that all the time. She was pretty smart. She knew what I was fixing to do, so kind of took the fun out of it. And then that one time we took her McPhee Reservoir, there's the backside to it, and it's a super steep hill. And that poor little girl, she was afraid of heights, and we didn't know that. So she was sitting on Mama's Chelle's lap, and she was hiding her head over her paws over her head, because she was afraid of the height, because it was straight down. It was a really steep hill.
It was fun. funny.
It was. I'd never seen a dog do that before.
Maybe it was your driving.
Could have been. Hey, you know what? That was fast. I'm gonna pause it real quick. Guys, okay. I got to thinking. I have my iron out, and I've been waiting to do my binding for my quilting journal. And I figured since I had all my stuff out, that I would do that real quick while I have it out. That way I don't have to drag it out later. So, I'm sure all of you guys have seen it. It's the red and white with the toile cover.
Did you pull that out?
I didn't.
They'd probably love to see it.
Okay, hold on guys. Let me grab that real quick. Okay, she had me pull it out for you guys. Since there's so many new people. This is my quilting journal. This is actually where I'm going to document all my quilting that I do, and also for the books, the you know, like the book, the blue book cover, everything like that. Take pictures of it, and I'm going to put them in here. So it's been on the back burner for a while. I made it a while ago. I didn't make that one on video either. I don't think I did.
No, you didn't.
So, and this one is, I think, 1.5 inches. I didn't mess up on it, so I'm good all the way around. So, so I probably will use a different size turner thing, whatever you call it. So, let me see here. But I hope everyone's having a good day. This is tomorrow's video, right? So, what is tomorrow? Thursday. We gotta work. When you guys are watching this video, we're working. It's gonna be a very, very busy day. So, hopefully Chelle feels better. But I told her if she doesn't feel up to it, I understand. If she can't go, it's gonna be it's not gonna be a fun day tomorrow. But that's okay. I mean, that's what we're here for. So this one is, I really wanted to, the toile I didn't have tons of any long pieces of it, so I really did have to splice this one together. But I really wanted it to be the one that was on the cover, because to me it just ties everything together, you know. So, okay. It's not wanting to lay right, but that's alright. Okay. It might be too... Wait. Oh. I mean... Yeah, it's not. So let me... Yeah. Sometimes it just... That's one reason why I did start doing it by hand, is it really wasn't a... I mean, it is faster to do it this way, but, you know, it's just not wanting to pull right. So, let me try the blue one again. It's just so wide, I just don't know if it would be better or not. So, but yeah, we've got quite a bit to do tomorrow, so yeah, it's just way too wide. Oh well, let's not worry about this one right now. I will do this off camera.
Well, you could do it by hand and show them how you do it by hand.
Yeah, I guess I could, guys. Let's just do that then. Chelle said to do it by hand, so let's do that.
I'm the brains of the outfit.
Yeah. Yeah, let's do that. So the way I do it is I just fold it in half. So first on all of it, I fold all of it in half. so long. Because the cover is a really big cover. I did 2 of these covers, not the style of it, the shape of it. What was the other one? Oh, was that? No, that one.
It was a spring one.
Oh, that was the spring one, but it had the pinwheels in it.
Yeah.
Okay, I couldn't remember. It was a little different. And when I was doing my quilting cover, I wasn't 100% sure what I was wanting to do with it. And then I happened to see this pattern. So I changed the pattern to what I wanted it to look like. So, and that's how this one came about, you know. It's been a nice day here. It's windy and pretty chilly though. I was working on some ink blender blanks, but I don't have hardly any dry wood. I was able to do a few pieces, and I've been carving on those after my nap. And I think I had 3 blanks made, but one of them is still pretty wet, so I won't be able to. I didn't even bother carving it. I'm going to set it on the heater and let it dry. A lot of the blanks are going to be white. I do have some colors. Was able to find a few, but I was thinking about taking our saw and everything tomorrow, but with that much work, there was no way I'd have time to do anything. And we may, but we have to kind of go up. Well, we do have that one area we can get it on the way, but there's still snow up the outside towards Durango, Mancos, between Mancos.
Wasn't it supposed to be snowing and stuff?
Oh yeah, it's supposed to snow. I keep forgetting that. So, yeah, we're supposed to have weather coming through. Not much here at the house, I don't think, but when you start getting closer to Durango, it's supposed to start raining and snowing. We'll see. You know, they say a lot of things, and a lot of it doesn't happen, so we'll see, you know. We need it. We were up on that emergency, was up in the foothills or mountains, whatever you call it. And wasn't much any snow, but it was quite a bit cooler, but the grass was just so green. And it's, you know, that's just because they're higher and their snow's melted off. And ours is pretty green here too. And then, but other parts between here and there aren't green. So it's going to be a pretty dry winter all around. So it's going to be a bad fire season if we don't have any rain. And it doesn't sound like it's going to be a very moist year, but I know it's not El Nino. It's not El Nino now, and we don't get a lot of that moisture when it's El Nino, so we'll see. I know the mountains got a bunch of snow up north and stuff, and well, even on Mom's side, the East Slope, they got tons of snow all winter. I mean, it just snowed like crazy over there, but we didn't get that. We had a couple storms, and we had a couple rainstorms, but they were really short. So, we'll see. I hope we don't need another really bad fire season. They had those quite a few fires over at Durango. Was it last year? No, that was the year before. Wasn't that they had the train by the train? Boy,
Oh, the fire?
yeah. Wasn't that last year?
Or the year?
Year before, yeah.
Can't remember.
I can't either. I know we did, they had a bunch of fires by the railroad track, by the train, and that year was, I think, was a very, very wet winter and spring, and it ended up causing a whole bunch of mudslides over there. So it did flood up, did it damage a lot of homes. I don't think the fire, I don't remember the fire damaging very many, but I know the mudslides did. So.
Oh yeah, that's been
Yeah, it was 2 years ago.
2 or 3. Yeah.
As I know, we had quite a few locates for homeowners that had to do mitigation to flood damage and stuff, to get the mud, to divert the mud and stuff. So, yeah, this isn't. It's not as fast as the other way, and it's probably not as, I don't know, kind of therapeutic in a way too. Someone was saying they love to watch me do gluing when I glue my fabric because it's so relaxing to see that. So I thought that was sweet. But to me, quilting and doing this is really, I just love it because it is a relaxing. Especially using my sewing machine. I just love to listen to that sewing machine tick along. So, yeah, this one will probably. I've been thinking about trying starch. I know they say people do starch there when they're piecing quilts and stuff. But I don't know how that would be considering we don't really wash these, so, but. But this weighs a little bit more time consuming, I think. So we'll see what the year has in store. I know the train's not running this year. They have switched over to coal, right? No.
No, they switched from coal.
Coal to diesel.
Yeah. Or something.
Yeah, diesel. I think they're burning diesel. Just because of the risk of the fires and stuff. Because those coal burning engines, they throw out
Ashes.
well, ashes, and we've been hit by them. Embers, riding it, you get hit with them. So yeah, there's that risk of starting fires, so they switched to diesel to mitigate that, and hopefully not have any mishaps. It's a really beautiful train. We've been on it, I think, twice. You've been on it more, haven't you?
Maybe once.
Once, yeah. I've been on it twice. It's really hard for me to do it. I love old steam engines, and I really do. It's always been one of my loves, but it just kills me, and I just hurt so bad, and it'd be a lot easier for us to just drive up to Silverton, Once you do it once or twice, it kind of, you can understand. But I know that they do have a winter one too, and then the cars are enclosed. And I would love to do that, but it would still be the same thing, all that rocking back and forth from the old, technology would beach me up pretty bad. So, but I was glad I got to do it. There's a Royal Gorge over by Canyon City that they have a diesel locomotive on theirs. It's not a narrow gauge. And then the Chama Toltec, I would love to do it. It's such a different country over in that part of the state that it's really different different beauty than it is here. They don't have like the sheer mountains that you do around Silverton and stuff. So, but I've done it a couple times, and I'm okay with not doing it again. I know they do have they've had the Thomas train. Thomas engine. What was his name? It was, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think it was
Thomas and Friends or whatever that
I can't remember.
is called. Yeah.
But yeah, that would show up once in a while.
Yeah, once in a blue moon they had that. But, it's still the same track, so I know I just couldn't do it. But it was fun. I got some beautiful pictures from those trips we had. I have to show you guys some of our pictures. We used to do calendars a lot, make our own calendars from our pictures, but I don't take them as much as I used to. We don't, now that we're not with Century Telephone, we don't drive up in the mountains. We did like we used to all the time. We just don't go up there as often. So, which is a shame. It's beautiful. That's where we go hunt mushrooms. And since I'm not able to walk tons of stuff, we don't hike a lot. So a lot of the pictures were from, within 200 or 300, 400 foot of a roadway. So that was kind of makes it kind of fun to have it, I know there's a photographer. He's disabled in Colorado, and he's not able to. He takes all his from the car. So he has all his camera equipment and everything set up. He's an amazing photographer. Whew, okay. So let me put that there. This one's done for now. So that's what it looks like. And I think it'll be really pretty. I rounded the corners on this. They're a bigger round than the one I just did on. So that's what it's going to look like for the. So I'll end up gluing that. Oh wow, hon. What do you think?
That is beautiful.
Yeah, I had another killer cut out and everything for it, and then I went and looked to see if I could find.
Yeah, we thought that would kind of bring it all together better.
Yeah, and luckily I was able to find more of that fabric, enough to do the binding, so we were really excited about that. So, okay guys, let me look here. I have her glue. And I just had those clips she uses all the time.
Yeah, you have to use those or Gwendolyn gets onto you.
Yeah. Hi, Gwendolyn.
Hi, Gwendolyn.
Hello.
Hello.
One of these days I'm going to learn more words, Gwendolyn. So, I want to see how this is going to... Before we start gluing that down, I really want to see what it's going to look like because of my mess up. So let me, and actually, sorry guys, I love the inside fabric of this. When I saw that, I just really wanted to use it and find a way to use it.
And that was from what's that?
Yes, Lizette sent us this, and it's beautiful, and it's just such a interesting piece, Still have a little bit more of it. That doesn't want to come off, but that's okay. I mean, it's not that big of a deal. So there's my mess up. So I don't really want to start my piece in the center of that curve. So let me start it here, and like so, and because you got to remember, you got to have enough to be able to sew it too. So, and I'm not, that's fairly even right there. So, I might have to diffuse it. But this will determine if we're going to have to use the digital to fix my mess up. Oh. I ironed this piece, and I mean to tell you, boy, when you iron it flat, it holds its shape. It doesn't want to bounce back. So, okay. So, let me make sure. I think we're probably going to be okay. Pretty much even. I would say it's even. Maybe it needs to come maybe like that. I think we're okay. Let's see here. Oh, we got plenty of room. So we're okay. So, that being said, let me take this off. And let's figure out where we want to put this stuff. When Chelle and I was talking about this to begin with a while back, when we had stuff extra, we talked about maybe putting one of the roses or something. I don't know, maybe in here. There's tons of different places to put it.
Like the front. You might want it more on the front cover instead of the back.
Yeah, this is the front, guys. This section's the front.
So maybe like something like that, maybe, or oh, that'd be pretty, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but the cutoff isn't right. I mean, sorry guys, I know it's a little hard to see, but there's that cut right there.
Yeah, but it's a junk journal. It's not going to matter that much.
Guys, what did we say? So, you could do it here.
I was thinking of that too, but you could do it like right here too and still have it on the front, because that's going to be on the back then.
Yeah, but so maybe like that, maybe.
Or you could have it over there and then put this like down here.
Yeah.
I think that would be cute.
I think maybe this would be really nice right there, because yeah, there's the.
And then have that like in the corner or something.
Yeah, I'm trying to see how and the blue actually goes really well with the.
Yeah, so I wasn't too fussy about it.
Now this part's wrong.
What?
Right there.
Well, but no one's gonna see that. Why are you so?
I'm being a turd. Sorry, I wasn't planning on changing it. So I don't know, guys. I mean, I think
I would put it, just a little bit out, so because when you put your binding.
Binding, yeah, exactly.
I like it, or like this, where it's kind of.
See, I was thinking more curving it,
Yeah.
like that.
I like
maybe.
it like that.
But then I think, is this going to be in the way?
Why would it be in the way?
I guess once you fold it, it won't be that big of a deal then, really. I think I'm seeing the whole picture instead of half, is my problem.
And I'm seeing it in half because
that's what you do.
I'm the brains. Don't hit me.
She's lucky she's got to edit, guys. Oh. So, yeah, so we're...
I don't feel like me.
Yeah, that red car's just killing me. I'm so ready to... Be nice to get my 4Runner back on the road, but those dang radiators are expensive, and I have to do it myself, so that sucks, but that's okay. I know we got so many new people. My dad was an aircraft mechanic in the Air Force. I've told him, you guys, he worked on B-36s, which is a giant, big, huge bomber, and he hated the Air Force, but he was a hot rodder. He grew up having hot rods and everything. So I have that mechanical part of me, you know. But I don't really work on vehicles anymore. My brother has an old Willys Jeep, and I've had a Willys Jeep, and Dad and I had one that we did together and stuff. But you know, I just don't have that in my. I just don't have that strength to do it anymore. So, you know, but that's okay. Well, I don't look horrible. Looks like it's... Oops, that piece is... Make sure that one where it's bending. Sorry, I just this is one of the big locate I have tomorrow, so I'm wanting to make sure let him know. I will text him in a bit. It's a big job. He called me about putting how much I would charge to do the locating, because he was putting a bid together. So he ended up getting that job. So we're gonna drive over there. That's a really big job. And then we have another one that wasn't supposed to happen until the end of April, or the beginning of May. And he texted me and said, "Yeah, they are going to do it." So I got to meet him tomorrow too. And I got a few more to do tomorrow. So, yeah, this piece, it just doesn't want to... It's right on that, right on the bend of it, and I just don't know if I don't want it to be sticking out like that. I would rather just cut it and make it more... There we go. Okay, I feel better about that. I think that works better. And this piece right here is right there. So yeah, so it's gonna have to do that. I've got quite a few jobs tomorrow. I don't know how many locates we had come in, but yesterday was a lot. And we haven't been getting very many of them, so that's been really nice to have, you know, this time when not a lot of people are working. It's definitely going to be a much needed to help, you know, because it's been, you know, we've had a lot of privates, not a lot, but it started picking up, but we haven't had very many of our other locates for our fiber company, so that one's really picking up. So I'm ready. I enjoy locating even today, you know. It's been a lot of years, but I still enjoy doing it. And I, you know, it's different than what it used to be. When we located phone lines, you were always on people's property, and yeah, dealing with the public that way, and not all of it. You know, if you have a phone or, you know, a phone line going through your place, you have to have access to it, and you know, people get pissed off at you or whatever. So it was starting to really get to me that way, and I'm really glad we don't do that anymore. I like the fiber. We don't have fiber to homes, it's at businesses, so we don't have that. You know, they know we're coming, and it's the same way with the private locates. You know, they know we're there because they're hiring us to be there, so we don't get that attitude. So that's been nice. I enjoy that. But, you know, been a good job, and I've loved doing it. And my body's just tired, and I'm definitely getting towards the end of my working, I think. I'm going to probably eventually have to get on disability. But I'm trying to work as long as I can, just because people count on me, and really the only one they've ever really been able to count on in this area. So something I don't take lightly, you know. So, really, it's a struggle, you know, to make a decision saying, well, you know, because it has been such a good career, you know, but we put it in God's hands, and He'll tell us when the time is right, you know, when it's time to move on, and, you know. But I've had some that are not happy about me talking about it, you know, and so, but that's okay, you know, everyone understands. Pard, hi, honey. You can't come over, baby. Pard just woke up.
Uh-oh.
We snuggled. Butterball was on my lap, and Pard is not a jealous cat. He really isn't, but he was not a happy camper that she was laying on my lap, and so he climbed up in my arm, and I was holding him. My dang arm was going to sleep because you know, Pard's a pretty good sized cat, and so is Sophia. So yeah, I had to.
About 10 minutes.
Oh, I only got 10 minutes, guys. That's all right.
About that.
My official timekeeper, and I just heard my other little boy talking. Yep. Little Artie, you know, we talked about him. He's the Siamese or whatever he is. He's my baby. And tell you, when he wants me, that's all he wants. And he will not, you know, it's so funny. You try to hand him off to Chelle, and he won't let her. He'll hide his face so she can't grab him. But then there's other times, you know, where he
is really excited.
Yeah, and he'll reach out to her like, you know, a baby would, wanting you to pick him up, and so he's been.
But it's funny, we have a lot of laughter.
Yeah, but he is not constantly, but whenever he's with me, he's nursing. So, you know, he's kneading and everything else where, and his claws are starting to get a little sharp.
I trimmed him, but just last week, and he was so mad at Mama.
Yeah, he wasn't a happy camper about that.
He wasn't very happy with Mama.
But he's a sweetheart. Hi, baby. Oh, Biddy, it's okay. I'm sorry, honey. Biddy's the skittish one. He's the black cat. Pard, yeah. He was laying by me, but the heater, you know, my iron makes noises, and he's very sensitive to noises, so he kind of backed up like it scared him. But, poor thing. I feel so bad for her. And then my beautiful wife goes and scares him. Well, it was an accident. Yeah, bull crap. It wasn't no accident. I tell her, don't scare my cat. You know better. Because he gets his feelings hurt so easy.
Well, he jumps and then he, like, spins 360. And
I mean,
it's really, really
it's hard not to scare him, and it really is. Just because of him, just because he is so skittish. And it is kind of funny.
It's really quite funny.
But yeah, so he was laying in my arm. Oh my God, my arm was numb. Like, and then it was just woke up from my nap. I hadn't taken any of my pain pills, my lunch pills, and I didn't want to kick him off, so it took me a while to kick him off. Hi, Artie. What you doing, baby? Artie is. He is talking. It's so sweet. He really, I think he knows Pard's my cat. And he just wants to be Pard's buddy. And he'll walk up to him and he'll rub up against Pard. And, just probably the last few weeks, Pod has actually accepted him more, and he'll clean him up, and But that's all Artie wanted, was just to be Pod's buddy. It was so sad. It was so sweet, but But yeah, it's all he wanted. I just want to be buddies. So, but Pod's gotten quite a bit more accepting. And Pod's a good little bubba. I love that. He's my soul cat. Pod is. He's my baby. Hi, baby. What you doing, Art? I know, Biddy. Biddy hears me talking. So Biddy, yeah, he's pretty. Biddy's, I'm his and his alone. So he it's not a jealousness, I don't think, but he just you can tell he gets a little perturbed down.
Well, like when Clint goes to work or something, he won't even talk to me.
No, he'll say no when I try to pet him, and it's like, darn you, cat. Yeah, and he knows what he's saying, and you know what he's saying, because he'll say, seriously, he'll tell you no.
It just says no.
No, and
then he turns his head.
Turns his head, or he'll bend his back so you can't touch him. It's like, you little pain in the butt, cat.
Yeah, it's quite humorous.
Oh,
it hurts Clint's feelings.
Yeah, I'm getting better now, more used to it now, but yeah, it does. There for the longest time, it did. That little poop. But yeah, he's.
Well, and then it's opposite. If Clint's been gone for like 12 hours, he's like, "Oh, Daddy, you're home. I love you so much."
Yeah.
But if it's only like 6 hours, he's upset.
Honey?
Quite humorous.
Whoops.
You okay, Jazz?
You okay, Jazz? Sorry, Jazz was heading towards my iron. I didn't want anything to happen to her, so.
To your iron or to her?
No, to my iron, so I didn't want it to happen. Oh, God, she's so lucky she's got a headache. But, so, yeah, it's
Hope you guys have enjoyed Clint.
Yeah.
I've enjoyed it. It's given me a bit of a break. And
oh, yeah. And I haven't done any videos for quite a while. I felt bad about that. But I just...
Well, he was hurting so bad.
So bad, and it just, yeah, when I hurt that bad, it really just takes everything. When I hurt really bad, I don't eat that much.
So I have to make sure he eats.
Yeah, because I seriously will not. I just.
He doesn't feel good.
Just don't feel good, and it's just, no, I'm okay.
That's what my friend said. She's the same way. When you just don't feel good, you just don't.
I try
want
to
even think about food.
Yeah, so I'll eat a little bit.
So at night, I make sure tonight we're gonna have leftover
Lentil soup
that I made for lunch.
And I
because it was a 0 point item.
So and I actually like lentils.
I do too, and
it's just something we really started.
Yeah, just a couple of years ago.
So I did cut this, and I could leave it like that, but I started folding it in on itself, just the end. So like this. And trying to...
Holy cow, you got 6 inches.
Really? Great.
2, 4, 6, 8.
Who do we? Sorry.
Like 12 new tickets.
Holy smokes. She said I got 12 new locates.
Oh, they're all multi-day tickets.
Oh, I was wondering about that.
Plaza.
Town Plaza.
Oh, that one's
Do what, babe?
Oh, Kinder Morgan. On $4.91.
Oh, at the Kinder Morgan?
Mm-hmm.
Ah. Oh. Probably won't have anything in the way. It's so nice to locate fiber. I just love locating fiber. It makes life so much easier. Hey guys, there it is. So I'll just sew around it, get a nice knot. Oh, that one folded in on itself. Dang it. Oh, that is a bummer. How did I do that? Boy, I tell you, that glue of hers, man, that stuff sticks. Well, I ain't going to be able to fix it, but it will be all fine. It's not going to shred or anything. Instead of being folded in the center, it folded back on itself right there. But I think it'll be fine. That corner doesn't look quite good, but that's okay. I'll fix it. So that's what it's going to look like, guys. So I think the flowers add something to it. I think they'll be fine. So, well, guys, I'm going to let you guys go. It's almost 4 o'clock. So, thank you for joining and having a bowl session. I've enjoyed talking to you guys. Please give the video a thumbs up if you like it. And please hit the subscribe button. We do appreciate that. We're trying to get our videos up every day. But, there's been a few days that we don't feel good. So, if we don't have a video, don't worry about us. We're okay unless it's like 3. Then there's something wrong. So, but yeah, I mean, if we're just, it's just usually we're both so crippled up that you just don't feel to doing it. So, but well, you guys take care. Have a good day, and we will see you in the next video. Thank you for visiting. Take care. Bye, guys.
Bye.